predicate. The first one, the first component, it is known as subject, and the second component is known as predicate.
Predicate.
Yes, mashallah. But now you have to tell me the Arabic words for these two. What is the Arabic word for subject?
For subject, I think there is. Wait, is it? The,
Yeah, yeah,
wait,
yeah.
matadud.
What?
Let me just think. Let me try to find a way how to pronounce it.
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
Uh, is it Maudu?
Mubtada.
Muqtada, okay.
Okay. So say it 3 times so that you can get used to it.
Muqtada.
Mubtada.
Muqtada.
Yes, very good. And what is the other component? Predicate. We call predicate what?
We call verb predicate.
It is easiest one. Easier. It is easy, not
Okay.
difficult.
Is it okay? Let me just try to make it. Let me try to find. Let me try to pronounce it good.
Yeah.
Is it?
I wrote it. Khabar.
Okay.
ठीक है? Khabar. Say it. Khabar.
Khabar.
Khabar. And it is Urdu word, you know. In Urdu, we also use the word khabar. Khabar means information, report. Okay. You know, khabari, you know, in TV, we have the channel where they tell us the khabrein, the informations, the reports about what is going on around. Got it? So that is the word khabar. Okay. So subject is a noun which is known as mubtada, and predicate is a piece of information or report about subject. So predicate is in information, info. It is an info about the subject.
Yes.
That is the difference. Subject is the one about which we convey information, and predicate is that information that we are conveying, that we are saying about subject. So let's have one example. For example, we have al-kitabu sahlun. Al-kitabu sahlun. Meaning is the book is easy. Al-kitab means the book. Sahlun is easy. Okay? So here al-kitab is
Okay.
it is subject or predicate?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Leave the subject and predicate. Let's pronounce the Arabic terms. Mubtada or khabar. So al-kitab is.
So
Say it. Mubtada.
Muqtada.
And sahlun is khabar.
Khabar.
Yes. Mubtada and khabar. Okay. Here is an addition to this, because this thing we have learned it yesterday. Okay? Yesterday we also went through this in this detail. What is the addition to this? The addition to this is that sometimes al-kitabu sahlun means the book is easy. Okay? The book, let me mention the translation. The book is easy. Okay. What if you wanted to say, surely the book is easy? If you wanted to say surely, what is surely mean? What does surely mean?
It means I don't
No
know
doubt.
how to.
No doubt. Okay?
Okay.
Surely means no doubt.
Okay.
No doubt. Yeah, undoubtedly. Okay? No doubt or undoubtedly. You can say anything, no? So we have these two synonyms. Surely, sure say hai na? Sure mean for sure. For sure, this book is easy. Or no doubt, there is no doubt in this that the book is easy. Okay, you know, when you say to your friend, okay, when you say to your friend, this book, I've gone through it, I have read this book, and this book is easy. What would be the response of your friend? Her response would be, I have doubt about this. ठीक है? I'm not sure that the book is easy or not. ठीक है? I don't trust you that you are saying the truth about this book. ठीक है? So what would be your reaction? Your reaction would be, surely this book is easy. Surely, believe me, this book is easy. I'm saying the truth. Surely. So here my emphasis is about this word, surely. So if we say something about anything, means we convey an information to other, and the other person, the addressee, he doubt our information, he doubt in our speech. So what we are supposed to say, we have to make sure, we have to put some certainty in our information, and we say, believe me, surely, for sure, there is no doubt that this book is easy. Okay? So to ensure, we have the word surely. Okay? But what is the Arabic word for surely? Inna.
No.
The Arabic word for surely is inna. So we will add here inna.
Okay.
Now this sentence means, surely the book is easy. Okay? Surely there is no doubt the book is easy. If you say to your friend just this thing, Al-Kitabu Sahlun, the book is easy. So your friend can doubt this. She can doubt this. That if the book is easy or not, she can be doubtful about this. But when you say to your friend, Inna al-Kitab Sahlun, then there is no way for her to doubt your statement. Why? Because there is inna, this word. And this word indicates surety. This word ensure your statement. ठीक है? आपकी बात को ना ये कंफर्म कर देता है, assert कर देता है, assertion उसके अंदर आ जाती है, emphasis आ जाता है उसके अंदर. तो जब भी if there is word inna or anna, okay, sometimes it appears with zer, inna, and sometimes it appears with zabar, anna, but meaning remains same. Meaning is surely, yeah, undoubtedly. Got it?
Got it.
Yeah. So sometimes we use this word on before subject, before mubtada. Okay? So inna comes before al-kitab, this mubtada, to make it certain. Like, again, let's have one more example. So al-mudarris maridun.
Okay, mudaris maridan. It means a teacher.
Teacher, the teacher. You know, alif lam jab ho na, to alif da कहते हैं. The teacher maridun.
Sick. Wait.
Yes, very good. Yeah. You're right. Maridun means sick. ठीक है? You know, you go to your school, and as you enter the classroom, a student, your fellow, she says to you, today teacher is sick.
Okay.
So do you believe it?
Means
No.
not really.
Yeah, not really, because although it is exciting thing, right? It is an exciting news that teacher is Maurice and we are not supposed to study today, and we can we can mess around. Yeah. But it is despite the news being excited, there is a doubt in it. There is an element of doubt. You doubt this information. So when your fellow says to you, today the teacher is sick, so there is doubt. Okay? But if your fellow says to you, inna, see here, inna al mudarrisa maridun, surely the teacher is sick. So now there is no way for you to doubt this statement. Now you can doubt this? No.
It's
Why?
doubt.
Why you can't doubt this? Because of this word inna. Because whenever this word is used, it puts some emphasis. It add some emphasis to the statement. इसकी वजह से बात इंश्योर्ड हो जाती है इन्ना की वजह से. ठीक है ना? There are two statements. See here in English. The teacher, your friend. See, here is your friend. I don't know her name. Maybe Aisha. Okay. So your friend Aisha. Let me put her some here. Okay. So Aisha says to you, the teacher is sick. Yeah. So this statement is doubtful or not? You can doubt this or not?
It's
It is
don't.
possibly, probably it is it is not true statement. Yeah, it is not a you can doubt this. But if she says, if your friend says, surely the teacher is sick, now there is no way for doubt, because she is swearing to God. She is swearing by God, teacher is sick. So if someone take an oath, if someone swear to God that the teacher is sick, then there is no option for you to doubt her statement, because you have to believe her. Yeah, because she's by God. Surely or by God, they are same meanings, na? By God, surely, undoubtedly. So all these words. Okay? Undoubtedly. So in Arabic, we use this expression, which is inna or anna, to say surely. Okay? Got it?
Got it.
Yes. But you know, here is a little pronunciation difference occur when we use inna. When we use inna, na, there is some pronunciation. The pronunciation becomes different. How? See here. See here.
Okay.
How we pronounce the mubtada? Al-kitabu. At the end there is pesh. At the end there is pesh. Mubtada के end में पेश है, subject के end में al-kitabu. But when we use inna, this pesh switches to the zabar. It becomes zabar. That is the difference. That is the difference caused by inna. जब inna आ जाएगा ना, तो ये पेश जो है ये जबर से कन्वर्ट हो जाएगी. Now you have to pronounce inna al-kitaba sahlun. The meaning is same. Surely the book is easy. Meaning is same. But the pronunciation is different. Before that, earlier, it was al-kitabu. Now it became al-kitaba because of inna. Why? Because inna causes zabar on the mubtada. Got it?
Okay. Got it, sir.